Why don't you go back to 360 Kids where you belong?
Seriously?
Okay.
Oh, fuck your mom!
My mom? This is how 360 Kids acts? She should be over there at 360 Kids. And instead, she's on our property, pulling attitude like this. Drinking on our property, trespassing on our property. Okay, that's a good way to start a video. Anyways, we just saw, we're here standing in the corner of our property, a young female walk out of the doors of Connections. She walked all the way down the driveway. She walked around the bank and she's plopped herself right there. She looks a little bit, what's the word you used?
Flaky?
Not flaky. You used a word when you said that she was twitchy. Twitchy. She was looking a little bit twitchy while she was walking. Now the funny thing is, we've seen her yesterday. She came onto this property, the Genesis Place property, with a thermos that she was very protective of, which we can only assume had alcohol in it. My associates have just corrected me and said that it wasn't a glass thermos. It was an actual glass bottle or plastic bottle or one of those jugs of Smirnoff Ice. So it was confirmed. She was looking for a place to drink because I and my associates were standing where she was planning to go. She thought better of it and collected her stuff, left the property, and went to, well, at least in the direction of one of the nearby parks. And she's an attendee of the shelter. Yeah, gosh, even 5 years later, we still don't get the concept of, we tell our attendees not to trespass and engage in illicit activities on other people's property, and it still goes on. Amazing. Now we'll stop the video here and see what happens, if anything, with this individual. It's May 12th, around 8 p.m., 2021. I just noticed somebody in the park. It's Twitchy. I can't tell if she's... And there's children here playing nearby. That's the funny part.
Nice girl, but about as sharp as a sack of wet mice.
How are you? I noticed that you're there at the shelter at 360 Kids. Yeah, I noticed you also have open beer cans on the property.
Why are you videotaping me?
Oh, because there's a court case going on, Twitchy. Did you know that 360 Kids told us in their statement of defense that they tell its clients, you, not to trespass on the Genesis Place property?
No, they don't tell us clients.
They didn't tell you not to come to this property?
No, they didn't.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt the video you've been watching, but we felt it necessary at this time to go back to the statement of defense that was filed on behalf of 360 Kids Support Services to see what's in it as it relates to the video you've just been watching. And if we go down to paragraph 21 and subparagraph C, shelter residents are specifically told not to loiter or trespass on the Genesis Place properties. It says something similar at subparagraph D. Users of the services provided at the drop-in center are told not to loiter or trespass on the Genesis Place properties. They didn't tell you not to come to this property?
They didn't.
Okay. They told us that they told you. Are you saying that they're liars?
You can tell me as a person without a fucking camera in my face.
There's a court case. I need evidence.
And
this is the evidence.
Fuck yourself if there's no court case, because I'm not going to be fucking involved with it. You hear me?
You forgot your alcohol.
No, I fucking didn't.
No, you fucking didn't?
She did, actually.
Is it full or is it empty?
There's a full one.
There's a full one in there.
Court case.
Now, since 360 Kids... Wow!
That's assault!
Wow. Wow. Since 360 Kids... Wow!
That's assault!
That's assault!
That's assault!
Wow, you throw an open beer can at me?
Yeah, because I don't like my fucking face.
You know, we don't like trespassers either, especially ones from 360 Kids who were told not to come to this property and drink. And you have the nerve to assault us? Hey, I wonder why you're allegedly homeless.
You want to fucking pull the camera out? It's fucking your issue, buddy.
Really now?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your issues, buddy. Go fuck yourself.
Are you going to come on this property again?
I can do just about whatever the fuck I want.
Okay, you're being told not to come on this property again by a resident of this property.
Sure, go fuck yourself, buddy.
Can I get a towel at least, Twitchy?
No, fucking.
Why don't you go back to 360 Kids?
Go fuck yourself, buddy.
Why are you going into the neighborhood to continue drinking? Why don't you go back to 360 Kids where you belong?
Seriously?
Okay.
Go fuck your mom!
My mom? You want me to go fuck my mom? This is how 360 Kids acts? It's amazing. She should be over there at 360 Kids at the hub. And instead, she's on our property pulling attitude like this. Drinking on our property, trespassing on our property while there's kids.
I can. My pants are wet. And you're covered in the alcohol.
Am I really?
Yeah, all down your pants, all on your shirt, all on
Oh,
your
that's all
coat.
spots of alcohol, eh? Wow. And there she goes. This is the reality of the hub. There's a court case now that's been filed for over 2 years. And one of the things in their statement of defense is that they tell these wonderful, wonderful people not to come to our property. Not only did she come to our property, she came to our property with open alcohol, sat there in the frickin' lounge chair consuming it, and then threw it at me.
With a bunch of kids in the
With a bunch of children in the park. This is why the hub over there was a bad idea to have in a residential neighborhood. This is why 360 Kids will always be a nuisance to this property because they don't know how to manage their clients, and their clients, to quote Twitchy back there, don't give a fuck. 360 Kids, shame on you, or learn to control your shit better. Holy fuck. This is the reality of the hub. Exposed. Give me a ding.
Ding!
Thank you. Oh, wait, actually, before we're done, let's go investigate the lawn chair and everything. Wow. Okay, so here she was. Oh, well, first of all, here's where she threw. This is the spray of the alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah, when she first threw it, and then it went all the way under the fence.
Okay, and here's the rest of the assault. Wow. Is that her cooler?
That's her Rockstar. That's not.
Oh yeah, it says Rockstar Vodka, doesn't it?
Rockstar vodka, 6.9% alcohol.
Rockstar Vodka. Okay, and she was here with the lawn chair? Well, she forgot to take her lawn chair with her. But yeah, this is what we deal with. Look at that, eh? All right. The hub. A menace to this neighborhood since 2016. Yeah. We'll continue to bring you the information you've come to rely on because this is the reality of the hub exposed, and we are your essential service.